Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back to iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today. You can't afford that food, can't afford your lifestyle. Things are too expensive, and we're all falling victim to this. I am in Las Vegas, Nevada for the Formula One race and to get to spend some quality time with my daughter who loves motorsports. So, lucky me. It is going to pour rain here over the course of the next few days. So, I am lucky to get out while I can and avoid the rain. But one thing I want to talk to you guys about, okay, hit the like button, subscribe, and today we have a sponsor, Patriot Gold Drill. As they set up for the race, there's tons of cops, there's tons of activity going on, so you may get a helicopter or two as I film this thing. Right now, food is too expensive. People cannot afford it right now. People cannot afford to go out to dinner. People that cannot afford to go to McDonald's. I'm going to cover all this today. The President of the United States just issued a tariff relief package that's going to relieve prices of certain things that we buy all the time. That's great news, isn't it? Only problem with it is that it's going to take 10 to 15 days for this to kick in. That'll be after Thanksgiving. That'll be after most people do their holiday shopping for their big meals. You know, people, it's like Thanksgiving, I'm sure your family's like mine where, certain people are together on the day, and then you've got, oh, Friday, hey, come by Wednesday night. I mean, everybody's different when it comes to this stuff. And two friends are having parties on Saturday. Oh, you got to come by Friendsgiving, all that stuff. Anyways, the point is that everything is expensive right now. But think about this. Southern Grocery Alliance is a alliance of stores. It's basically on the eastern part of the United States. They cover from Florida down to from New York down to Florida. And the fascinating thing about this is that they're talking about how, hey, listen, we just can't bend on some of these prices. Now, grocery chains. How long does the average grocery chain have when it comes to perishable food? Not, chips and crap like that, but things that could go bad. The average grocery chain only has 10 days of a food supply, which is wild when you think about it, because if there was ever a rush or a mad dash for food, if it was all bought out, there's only 10 days worth of fresh food there during, an average week when people have it. So anyways, it's not that much food. So these tariffs are going to give us some relief. The only problem is only 20% of the food that we purchase comes from foreign countries. So do the math on that and why it's not the end all. It's gonna make all the big difference in the world. People cannot afford it. The prices have gone through the roof, and now you're seeing inflation at 2.9%. Please notice that we did not get all the economic numbers once the government got reopened. Now you can sit there and say, oh, that's because the current administration sucks, and you can have your opinion all you want, but the idea with this is that it's really not good. Not everything's good. For those of you that don't believe, like I don't believe, that only 4.3% of the entire population is unemployed, I don't believe that. If it would save my life, I wouldn't believe that. So I think there's a lot more people that are out of work and a lot more people that don't have full-time employment. So with that, that's what we're living through right now. They cannot afford to eat. You go to these grocery stores and prices are absolutely sky high. McDonald's just issued a report that said more and more lower income people cannot afford to eat at our restaurants, and wealthier people are not coming down. You'd think, well, let's go eat at McDonald's. They don't want crap. And McDonald's knows this. So what do? Increase the quality of the burger and make the burger $35? No, you don't. It's funny. I went to Chili's and they have this model, this 10.99 burger that's insane. It is a smash burger. You get an appetizer, either chips or soup or salad, and a burger for 10.99, and it was great. It was fantastic. Well, are they losing money on that? Who knows if they're losing money on that? But the idea with this, not everybody's buying the $10 burger. And the last time I was in that place, it was absolutely packed, 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 packed. So people want alternatives. TGI Fridays, the restaurant, they just announced that they're down to 79 restaurants. They had hundreds, I think 340 at their peak. This is it, guys. This is it. You're going to see more and more people go out of business at a record pace right now at a time that is not, it's not supposed to happen. People are supposed to have their holiday shopping and go out and spend money and enjoy themselves, and they can't afford to do it right now. So they're going to lie to us and tell us this is the best shopping season ever. They always do it. I don't care who's in office. They're going to lie to us and tell us that. The thing that's crazy right now is you have more and more people that are getting laid off. When I flew here, I flew next to this woman who was with HR for a big company. She was flying out to Las Vegas yesterday for one mission: to fire somebody and give them a check and send them on their way. And I'm like, wow, well, okay, she was great. Okay, I won't tell you her name or anything like that, company or anything like that. She didn't tell me the company that she was going in there, but this was one tough, no nonsense broad. And she's going in there to do something heavy and get rid of this person. That is a problem. But I said, wow, that guy, it's too bad. The guy's losing his job. Now he's getting paid, Dan. Getting paid. I'm going there to pay this guy and get rid of this guy. Now, that being said, that's the economy that you're in. AI is taking over for everything. When I checked into my hotel room, we asked for a Keurig coffee maker for the pods so we can destroy the environment. I asked for that. And one thing that was funny was I asked the front desk, oh, we have those. Yeah, we'll have that sent up to you. And what they sent was this Motel 6 coffee sliding thing with this little tray that tastes like, brown water. It doesn't have any coffee taste to it. So I was like, no, you promised me a Keurig. So what do they do? Send us up one and another one of those. Today, I called furious with the front desk and realized I was arguing with an AI robot. Your tone is strong. You need to bring it down. And I'm like, oh my God, you're not even human. And I'm arguing with you. I'm the stupid one. Please don't say that. it was wild, okay? But people are losing their jobs at a record pace. Now, the woman in HR, she said, Dan, this is not any different than any other time of year. I disagree with that wholeheartedly because you're seeing more and more people lose their job right now at a record pace. It is happening, and I just don't believe the numbers. I don't believe the numbers. People cannot afford to eat right now. There's a lot more to cover in this video. Stay tuned. Let's talk about our sponsor, Patriot Gold Group. Our national debt just hit $38 trillion. $39 trillion is just mere months away. You need to take a look at protecting yourself in this environment by looking at precious metals in your retirement. The best place to do that is Patriot Gold Group. Call them today, 888-330-1431. Let them answer all your questions and find out how precious metals can make a huge difference in your retirement. Now, think about this. Rate cuts, they're a coming. They're going to spend more money to try to keep this economy going, and it's going to do one thing. It's going to bring in more global instability. Protect yourself. You've seen what gold has done lately. People say, oh, gold's expensive. It's not expensive yet, guys. It's going to go through the roof. Number one rated for 9 years in a row for very good reason. Don't hesitate. Call them now. 888-330-1431. Contact Patriot Gold Group today. Let them answer all your questions. It is always fun to come to Las Vegas for events. I am not a huge racing fan. It's not really my thing. But I just love the people. I love everything they do. There's just so much going on for this event. It is going to be very, very interesting to see how they navigate this in the rain. A few things in the economy that are interesting is that Heights University Hospital in New Jersey closed. Bye. Been open over 130 years. Bye. But don't worry, we have emergency services that you can go to if you need us. What they have is an urgent care, guys. It's not an emergency room. You don't have the doctors. You don't have the capabilities of Dan needs to be in surgery. You can take him upstairs. That's not there. So this is the sign of the time. How do you have health care going out of business right now? Because it's too expensive, because they cannot navigate this. You see those hospital bills, and I just had a relative who had a procedure that was serious, and his bill was outrageous. I mean, of course, the insurance covered, all of it, but to charge $300,000 for something, who pays that? Seriously, what's it cost to run a hospital? But Heights University Hospital in New Jersey is done. So I want to thank Jeff for sending me that. Um, One thing that is funny is we're getting warnings from rich people now again. Jeff Bezos, hey, listen, you guys need to put off excessive spending. Like a guy that just spent $55 million in his wedding. You know what? This guy forgets about money and bills and things like that when you and I contemplate every single purchase that we make. Do this. Think about this, guys. I'm looking at a car. My my friend, I woke up this morning to the video of a tank. You need to buy this. Dan, you would look good filming in this tank. And it's a tank that you can buy that's bulletproof, and it has capabilities of electrifying the door handles if anybody comes up to the car. Very cool stuff. So he's Rivian. It wasn't Rivian. It was like it was something else. But anyways, yeah, that's what I need to get is an armored tank to drive around. Jeff Bezos, though, issuing a warning, hey, you should put off that TV purchase. You should put off buying the washer and dryer right now until it's good. This guy spent $55 million in his wedding. Don't ever forget that. And he's telling you, giving you advice. There's no clue what you go through. None at all. While the rest of us are trying to navigate just how outrageous everything is. This is not normal right now. Don't forget that. The SNAP and EBT programs, this is fabulous, guys. I love that they did this. Here's the thing about this that I want to bring you up to speed on. Everybody thinks that the government shutdown brought, I've heard people call it the SNAP attack, where they're attacking SNAP and attacking poor people. No. Inside the big, beautiful bill, they had a provision in there that said that you can be on these programs for 90 days. 90 days if you are healthy. That's it. You need to navigate your finances and figure it out if you are in trouble. Now, what they did was they put work requirements in there for healthy people. If you're Dan, you don't get to go out and just get free benefits forever. Well, I eat more than the average person, so hey, I deserve more. No. And by the way, I'm walking through that flamingo experience. Quiet. And I think Vegas is off right now. I think it's off a ton. And last night, we always come in, early for the race, and it wasn't the same crowd. Now, everybody tells me, don't worry, it's going to get busy on Thursday, and you're going to have more and more people that are going to come in and, check in on Thursday. So we'll see as qualifying and practice and all that stuff starts. But with these programs, what they've done is they've made it so you just can't be on them for life. Was never, ever, ever, ever designed for you to be on these programs for 10 years, 12 years, 15 years. It just wasn't. And they're going after these people that have taken advantage of the system and suing them. Think about this. You have to reapply. Every single person has to reapply since the government shutdown happened. That's not new. That was going to happen because they don't want everybody just on the system. There's 42 million people on that system right now, verified on SNAP. Forget the other programs, just on the SNAP in EBT program. The problem with this is that you have people that are not supposed to be on there. Now, veterans, people that are sick, people that are homeless, and what else? There's one more. And and very old people get to be on these programs with no questions asked. You can be on them for an extended period of time if you need them beyond the 90 days. Great. So the lies that people said, read the story below, the lies that people said about this are just not true. Now, have they changed the nutritional requirements? Yes. You know, one thing, I have a friend who is, you know, he is Mr. Health. I would love for that guy to pick on what people could eat, and you'd lose 20 pounds inside of a month and a half if you followed this guy's diet. But that being said, they got rid of all the crap. They got rid of chips and cookies and donuts and like, I deserve a pop. You don't deserve a pop. You deserve to go out and get a job like the rest of us and work. Now, they have job training in these programs. They're giving people, hey, we want 80 hours of job training for you to try to get something new so you can go move on. If people are like, you're out of your mind. I don't do 80 hours of anything other than Jerry Springer and Dan. So, no, not working. Isn't that fascinating? It's absolutely fascinating. But you're a bad guy if you did this. A lot of people have written me about, this, how they're deconstructing the program. Guys, it's a good thing. It really is. It's going to bring the scofflaws and the bad people to light. It really is. You're seeing a driver shortage. The driver recession of 3 years ago is still here. But here's the crazy thing. They're giving a driver's license to anybody to drive a commercial vehicle. It doesn't make a bit of difference. You could be anybody and you could drive these cars right now. Well, right now, through 2 magazines that I found, there are having problems with getting people to work. Truck Club magazine, which I'm telling you guys, I love industry stuff because it's fabulous. But Truck Club, the women of Truck Club, look that up. Anyways, Truck Club magazine says that right now, over the course of the next 6 years, there's going to be a shortage of drivers of 1.5 million people, because this shortage that we're living through and the freight shortage is not going to last forever. You're going to have a point in time when people are going to start using freight again to ship things. And you can talk autonomous, you can talk, my friend with his vehicle that's armor plated and all that stuff. All that's shenanigans. People need food. People need things shipped, electronics shipped. So, a couple things to end this video. We have a private channel called iAllegedly Live. We do politics, news. It's all uncensored. It's everything we can't talk about. It has been fantastic. Bobby Kudla had his, he had a huge turnout for his webinar earlier in the week. It was sold out. It's fantastic. So people want more Bob. I'm getting more Bob questions sent to me. We will do everything we can for me to get him back on as soon as possible for you guys. And don't forget to check out newvideos.com. Newvideos.com. Check it out. And final story. People are asking, how do I raise my credit score? There is something called the 15-3 rule. And this is very simple. It's been around a long time, but what it does is basically you need to know the due date of your credit card. That's the best thing. 15 days before it's due, you make a payment on the credit card. Brings down your the amount that you owe, and then 3 days before the payment's due, you make a second payment. Dun, dun, dun. Now what this does is it tricks the system into believing that you are paying the system down faster and earlier than you are. Instead of making one payment, you make two. But you do it in 15 days and you do it in 3 days. And the reason why this is done is the 15-day payment will get registered as a very early payment with the company. The 3-day payment, if you make it on that 3 days before, it will get registered with them so that it will definitely process and it will definitely show that you paid the credit line down and people have had miraculous results with their credit score. So everything helps right now, guys. If you know you're going to borrow money, you can also negotiate this. I am telling you that you know what you can afford. Don't kid yourself. I'll make it work. You're not going to make it work. This HR lady sitting there next to her, she's super sharp, and she was great, but it's like there's going to be problems that people are not going to anticipate right now when it comes to running a business. And the best of intentions, the best of intentions. My husband is vice president at Microsoft. He'll never get laid off. She guffawed and laughed out loud when I said that. Everybody's could get fired right now. Everybody. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Always look at our sponsors. It's 60 seconds out of your life if I have these. And I appreciate each and every one of you. Go out and do different things. You know, it's funny. I'm here with my daughter. I'm going to spend a lot of time by myself if you guys are in town for Formula One. So I like this. I always enjoy this. I'll see you very soon.